All right, everyone, what's going on? Daniel Betancourt here again. Happy Wednesday, right? Wednesday? Yes, tomorrow is Veterans Day. So we have a special guest here, Ricardo Martinez. He's the newest member of Team Betancourt. So welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Ricardo is a veteran, and he got licensed this year in 2021. He's excited to start his real estate journey. And why'd you get into real estate?
Well, really, so I retired, and then I decided to become a realtor for investment purposes, and also just because I believe that's a way to make more money on the, as a real estate agent, you get opportunity to make money, but also to help other people hopefully make money and not rent as per se.
Yeah, and become, you can invest in real estate. You learn all about investing. When I got my real estate license, part of the reason why I got it was so I can learn about real estate. I was reading books about investing in real estate. My parents were landlords and they had tenants. And so as I was a kid growing up, my parents owned the apartment building that we lived in. So that always seemed like a cool idea. And when I became an adult, I didn't really know anything about real estate. So I thought, well, one way to learn about real estate is to go get my real estate license. And then I'll learn some little things. And I was thinking, then I can become an investor. And then here I am 17 years later, selling real estate. So sometimes you get into the career thinking one thing, and then it turns into something else.
I find out years later also, now that I'm a realtor, I talked to my family members, and they said that my father 30 plus years ago was also looking at investing and buying property and renting out and leasing stuff, and just never really happened for him back then.
Yeah. So it's
trying to get it done now. So
yeah, that's awesome. And I'm sure your dad's happy about that. You were just telling me that you were sharing this with your dad in your recent visit to Texas.
Yeah, they're all happy. Hopefully they're like, hey, whatever makes your life better. So yeah.
And you've been in Central Florida. You've traveled around because you were in the military, so you've lived in a few different places around the country.
Yeah, South Tampa, when I was stationed in MacDill, North Carolina, overseas Germany, even Virginia, when I was working at the Pentagon. All different areas, different variety of marketplace, which is another reason why also I decided to do real estate stuff. Is basically, even though we're not in Orlando area, is not necessarily a military community. There are plenty of opportunities for investments, but for the people that I know, like friends and coworkers from the past, hopefully they'll be able to, like I said, not just be renting and using the money that the Army or the military gives you for the allowance for housing, but use that to invest for the future when they're retired. Because I was able to do it, and I didn't do it at the beginning of my career. 24 years later, I barely, was already getting a little bit ahead with a couple of properties that I owned during my time in the service. But if I had started from when I was a young private, like some of the older veterans had told me back then, I would have had way more, equity in different properties here and there, all my different locations that I travel to.
Right.
There's some people that buy a different property at every duty station and then use that once they retire. They don't really, they get their retirement income, but have those properties being rented out and using them for equity and for other stuff.
Right. So if you're young out there and you're in the military, what Ricardo is sharing right now is super valuable information. It's a way that you can use that housing allowance that they give you and leverage it for long-term investment goals and gains. And, by the time you're ready to get out of the military, you have all of these properties all over that are generating rental income for you, plus your retirement income from the military.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
all
pretty
paid
sweet.
For by Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam. So which branch were you in?
I was in the Army.
All right.
So
how many years?
Go Army, be Navy. That's coming up in December. But yeah, 24 years of service in the Army. Yeah.
That's awesome. What did you do in the Army?
For the most part, it was around human resources. Went from doing
human resources,
administrative assistant. It encompasses a bunch of different stuff, but basically from filling out forms all the way to taking care of generals when I was at the Pentagon, scheduling and doing different stuff, making sure that the soldiers were taken care of for their pay, for their administrative, stuff, their promotions, their awards, and just in general, taking care of soldiers during my time in the service.
That's awesome.
So, was also luckily enough, I was lucky to be an airborne paratrooper, which was scary at first, but at the end of my career, something to look back on and be like, wow, I did that.
Be proud that you did that. So what were you doing? Jumping off of airplanes or helicopters or?
All of the above.
All of the above.
C-130, C-17, Chinook, UH-60s, Casas, all kind of planes.
Yeah. That sounds scary to me. I haven't even bungee jumped yet. And so jumping out.
Haven't done that either.
Well, you've jumped out with a parachute. So real estate shouldn't be a very scary career for you to get into.
I'm jumping into real estate with my parachute. This is Daniel.
I'm a parachute, the human parachute.
He's keeping me from falling place flat.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you joining the team. Thank you so much. I know you have a passion for helping folks that are in the military and veterans and their family. You've expressed that since the first time we met. And tomorrow's Veterans Day, so I thought this would be a great day to feature Ricardo. But also, if someone's out there and you're interested in learning about VA loans, or you're interested in learning what kind of properties are out there, or how to leverage the income that you're getting in the military for your real estate future, for your retirement future, Ricardo's a great person to speak with. And what's the best way that they can reach you?
You can call me at 813-431-4438. Or visit our website. It's at ricardo.centralfloridapads.com.
That's awesome. So just wanted to welcome Ricardo. Everyone out there, welcome Ricardo. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned tomorrow. We're having Stacy King tell us a little bit about the VA Elite Loan Program for anyone out there who's interested in purchasing a home and they're interested in getting a VA loan. So we're going to be talking about that. And everyone out there who has been serving our country, we just want to express our appreciation for you and have a happy Veterans Day tomorrow. And Ricardo, thank you for joining us today. And we'll see you all next time. Stay tuned tomorrow. Take care.